Well, Hurricane Milton is churning toward a potentially catastrophic collision along the west coast of Florida.
And some residents have insisted that they will stay, despite millions being told to evacuate and officials warning that stragglers would face grim odds of surviving. The Tampa Bay area faces the possibility of widespread destruction after avoiding direct hits from major hurricanes for more than a century.
Yeah, in that area, they're not necessarily prepared or sort of used to this, Bill, but they need to be prepared because this is just an absolute whopper of a storm on the way.
Yeah, it is ridiculously strong right now. Category 5. As we get to the next graphic, I'm going to show you what's going on. It looks like it's going through an eye wall replacement. Look how well defined it is. And then it looks like it's collapsing. That just happens when you get these really strong storms. It just kind of regenerates the eye. And as it does so, it can sometimes pull back the wind. So I wouldn't be surprised if the next observation we get from the Hurricane Hunter plane that goes through will take it back a little bit in terms of wind speed. But we'll watch it as it moves closer to shore because it is still expected to be a whopper of a storm, a strong Category 4. Yesterday it was looking like it's going to be Category 3, but it's maintained its tight circulation, and it will be really impactful, not only in terms of rain and winds, but storm surge as this cuts a line just south of Tampa, probably from Sarasota over to Kissimmee, and then over to Cape Canaveral. Look at that huge swath under the hurricane warning, and then storm surge as well, 10 to 15 feet, 3 to 4.5 meters of ocean pushed inland, and then the rain. Some areas could see as much as 450 millimeters of rain. Things picked up, the debris left over from Helene becoming projectiles, tornadoes as well. So this is on the approach. The leading edge of the tropical storm force winds will arrive around 2 p.m. and then it will just keep getting stronger and stronger, those winds, especially in the aforementioned areas that the track of this is taking it across. It's just going to be devastatingly destructive. 250 kilometers, that's maximum sustained winds. Sustained winds. Put your arm outside of a car when you're going 100 kilometers per hour and you can feel the resistance. Double that. This will blow you off your feet. And that's what's hitting structures. That's what's going to be driving in the ocean, and then all the other issues that they're going to have to deal with. It moves fairly quickly across the peninsula. By Thursday afternoon, it's off into the Atlantic. But the other side as well, northeastern Florida and southern Georgia, because the circulation around this low, this intense low, will be pushing the ocean back into coastal regions there. So this is going to be incredibly devastating, a damaging storm. And we're going to be talking about this for not just days, but the cleanup likely for weeks. So I'm going to send it back to you.
Okay, Bill, I have one quick question for you, because I know that you can kind of track hurricanes and predict where they are. Is there any chance that it could move in terms of the path this close out?
Well, the cone of probability, the further out you get, the broader it is. But you can see, there's a bit of a variance in terms of just north of Tampa to south of Sarasota. But this next one that comes across is what we call the spaghetti model. So this is they run all different variations through the algorithm, and they're pretty consistent. Central Florida, there's not one outlier that sends down to Miami or up to Georgia. This one's taking it through Central Florida, and most of them have this coming on shore tonight around midnight as a Category 4.
Yeah, so crossing your fingers and hoping that, we're not going to be impacted. That's not really a reality at this point.
No, that's not science.
Okay. Got it. Thank you so much, Bill.
Indeed.